All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right. PITW with Ahaya. Peace in the wilderness with Ahaya, which is I am that I am. All right, all right. This evening we have a message here, something that been on my little heart today, earlier this morning. I thought about it and I done some deep thinking and trying to really involve the Most High Yah in it. But I guess he pretty much told me what I needed to know. But it was something that I was thinking about. And that is, can one know Yah without knowing him? Can one know Yah, the Most High Yah, without knowing him? That means, can they know him without even knowing him? You see? Because honestly, that's what you see in the world today. On these platforms, in all these, not, I ain't gonna say in all, but many of churches, temples, synagogues, every place of worship, of any type of worship, they say they know him without knowing him. It's no way in the year of 2024 would I, Sister Deborah, want to fake it or portray it. But then it also goes back to who the individual is and was before the foundation of the world. A lot of deception, deceitful. Now people are in such a strong delusion, they would believe only lies before they come up on any type of truth. They would rather believe the lie. So this is the question. Just think of that. Can one know Yah without knowing him? This was in the word today, y'all. I know you probably say, oh, no, that's kind of hard to believe. What you mean? I wanted to talk about knowing him and how many don't know him, but yet he's giving them a lot of information to come to tell you all and to say that this is a prophecy or this is a prophecy. And I think that's one of the biggest fraud that's going on in the world today. Is taking this book, trying to master it from the beginning to the end, to the point where you can pull out so many things that he have said, and now you're bringing it forth to the world as a prophecy of your own. That's deep. That's deep. And what makes it deep is the reality of what's taking place today. People are going into this book and studying into this book, pulling out the prophecies and making them personal, making them their own. You see? Can one know Yah without knowing him? Individuals who can take this book, precept it, line it, a little here and a little there, swing it here and swing it there. Those are the type of people who say they know him, Yah, but don't know him. You see? They get on these platforms, they go into these synagogues, these churches, these temples. And I'm not just talking about Catholics and Christians, Jehovah's Witness. I'm talking about Muslims. I'm talking about Buddha. Every last one of them. Even though they got their own idol god, they still believe somewhere along the line, even if it's a little bit, of the God of the kingdom. Because if they didn't believe in him, why are they trying to mimic him? It's not that they believe, but if they know him, why are you trying to mimic him? Why are we making that which is in the Muslim, Muhammad, and all of them so close? Oh, Yeshua wasn't nothing but a prophet, and everybody's trying to mimic the Most High Yah. This tells me that they know they've been in the book. People are mastering and taking this midnight hour to study this book just to get on this devil platform and open up a page, said what thou said, Yah said. They are mastering it. They mastering the book, not knowing the book is not the word. Ooh, the book is not the word. What do you mean, Deborah? They came through the basement door or the basement window or the back door. They don't know how to come to the front. So they got to come to the side windows and the back door and the basement door or the basement windows. Why do they have to come that way? To deceive the mass. To deceive the multitude of people. And when we tell you something else that's kind of all the way off, but it is so real. What lead people into this direction is places like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all these other platforms. Once these people get on these platforms, the number one thing that takes them straight out to the deep, and it's when the people begin to follow them. You can't tell them nothing. You cannot tell them nothing. It's just like a Beyonce going on a concert tour. Everybody, every city she can go to here in the United States, she sell out. You see? When that's what they do on these platforms. When they get these likes and these subscribers, they sell out. Yeah. They sell out anything that they had that was connected to any type of real truth of anything. They sell out because now they too famous. They got too many subscribers. They got too many likes. They got too many people following them in the live chat. Now they become famous in their sick minds to where now they had a grain of the words. Now they have their own understanding, their own wisdom, their own knowledge. And then they have the book to use because it matches what? Their own understanding, their own knowledge, and their own wisdom in a way that makes them feel comfortable portraying that they are people of the Most High Yah. That's why I call this a devil platform. Because it caused the people to get on here and open up a platform and act as if they're the children of the serpent, for sure. They are the children of no light, for sure. They don't have no problem with that. But it starts when they open up the page and the people begin to follow them. Not knowing that, baby, if they follow you as a multitude, guess what? You are the serpent seed. You are the serpent seed. Why? Because that's the gate that leads to the broad. See, your gate got to be so narrow. You know why your gate got to be so narrow? Because you got the true sword in your lane. You got the true light. You got the true spirit and truth. That's the only reason why the kingdom said narrow is the way that leads to life. But Deborah, understand, very few shall find. See, he made it as narrow could be. And they have no mindset, no thought. Why? Because they famous. They detach all the subscribers, all the likes, all the support that they get, financial support from YouTube and those that follow them. They think they are pastors and bishops and priests and Maureen and they think they prophets, prophetess. You can't tell them nothing. Why? Because they got the multitude following them. And when the multitude following them, you can't tell them nothing. They become an idol god to the people. They can't see no wrong in themselves, leading the multitude to darkness, because you ain't giving them light. You ain't giving them spirit and truth. You ain't showing them the way to the narrow gate, nor to the face of Yah, to the bosom of Yah. You only taking them to your page about all this chaos in the world and having the audacity to use everything you get. Devil put an album on the platform, put the album on. He take that album, put it on. Everybody on this devil platform start dancing to his song. That's how easy it is for him to direct the whole YouTube. Easy. Let me put this on. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to put it over here where these Negroes are. We're going to put it over here where these people who say they Hebrew Israelite. We're going to put them over here close to their people, all over here where they at. The moment they put that album on, there go Judah, dancing like a fool, thinking he's famous. The people love me. I'm great. They like to hear me. They like to listen to me. You know why? They were already assigned, baby, before you even got on the scene, to the broad gate. Hello. So today is the today's message is, can one know Yah without knowing him? And I know y'all thought I was cuckoo clocking, because I'm like, can they know you though? Can they really know you? Because I'm just saying that because I don't have a heaven and a hell to put nobody in. I show you the way that all the other ones is going, but I don't have a heaven and a hell to put nobody in. I know heavens has already got it locked in and locked out, but I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. So I go to the Father. Father, Yah, can they know you without knowing you? Why you say that, Deborah? Father, Yah, I'm a living prophetess, not a dead one. I'm living in this day, in this time, and that's what I'm beholding. The mindset. They don't even know him. So my first idea was to teach about, you don't even know him. You don't even know him. Because I wanted to start right in there in the Genesis, right at the beginning. Boy, I had it mastered, y'all. Ooh, a good message. I had to take it down and upload. Can one know him, Yah, without knowing him? Because mine was, you can't know him if you don't know this. That's what I was bringing forth. And I was starting with the book of Genesis. And I had learned, the reason why I wanted to push it forward, because, I learned so much. Oh, yes, I learned so much. And it was good to me, too. But see, it was flipped on me. It says, go in, take that down. Can one know Yah without knowing him? We're going to find out today. So what do you think? What do you think about that? Can one know him can one know Yah without knowing him? Can one know Yah without knowing him? And like I said, I don't have a heaven and hell to put nobody in. But I sure went before the Father, said, Father, can they know you without knowing you? Because I'm like, why The reason why I'm going to tell y'all the truth of why I asked that and I put such a thing before the Father is because I wonder. I wonder. And right now he's saying, but don't forget the narrow gate, Deborah. Don't forget the narrow gate. Because I'm like getting ready to tell y'all what I wonder the reason why I put it forward, because you don't see nobody knowing him. I mean, like knowing him. Like knowing him like David and Job and Yeshua and Jeremiah and Ezekiel and Abraham. Here I am living on this earth. And I realize I'm not running up on those who know him. I'm running up on those who know him not. And it makes it feels like, like he just said to my spirit, the gate is narrow. That's how I get whooped down. Because all he had to pull up and say, what about the narrow gate, Deborah? Then I have to fall down. Why? Because the narrow gate tells the whole story of why it's this way. You see? So I'm like, okay, I can get that. I can get that. But wow, that gate is mighty narrow, Father, y'all. Mighty narrow. Because you yearn to look. You yearn to know. Really get to come into a unity with individuals who really know him. But when you realize that you actually are on a platform that not one have you found really know him. Know Yah. Oh, they know him. But they don't know him. They know him, but they don't know him. Like many of you all might know him, but you don't know him. So I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. Heaven orchestrated it that way. I know you did that, Father. Yeah, you did that. I know you did that. I know it. Because there's no way that how everything is, even just if we just gonna step into the day and just see it for really what it is. Many people don't. Because they like it is. But they can't see it like it is. But they like it is. And the reality is, they really don't know him. So I'm like saying, but wait a minute, hold up. Can they not know you, Yah? Even though they say they know you? Can one know Yah and not know him? Let's get busy. Let's go. We're going to start off with 1 John chapter 3 and verse 6. 1 John, I hope you have your Bible. I have a King James Bible. And I'm going into 1 John chapter 3 and verse 6. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 6. Whosoever abideth in him, sin it not. Oh, I like that now. I like that. Listen to what he's saying. Whosoever abide in him, sin it not. Throughout the time I've been on this platform, I've been trying to explain to people when the Ruach, let's say this is the Ruach and this is me. This is my spirit. When the Ruach comes and abide in my spirit and my spirit abide in the Ruach, we become one in Yah. Okay? When you look at 1 John chapter 3 and 6, whosoever abide. Here go me. Here go the Holy Spirit. Bam. Now what? He abide in me and I abide in him. Why? Because we now one in this. We abide. Listen to what it says. In him. Not him in you, but you in him. Okay? And listen to 1 John 3 and 6. Whosoever abide in him, sin it not. Why? What do you mean? Hold up. What do you mean they don't sin? Everybody sin, Father y'all. What are you talking about? We all sin and come short. Come on now. Talk to us. What did he say? Whosoever abide in him, sin it not. You in him. You in the spirit realm. Your sin is not sin to y'all because he got you in the spirit realm. Your sin is in your flesh. Your sin is not in your spirit. Whosoever sinned has not seen him, neither know him. So what is this? What is going on? Wait a minute, hold up. Something's going on here, y'all. A mystery is sitting right here. A big mystery is sitting right here. It says, whoever abide in him, sin it not. I want y'all to know this. Y'all said when he abide in you and you abide in him and y'all become that one, he become that oneness in you. Guess what? He said, I'm going to hold you when you come to the kingdom, baby. I'm going to hold you blameless. You ain't sin because I'm in your spirit. I got you. You might sin in that flesh, but I got you on the real end, which is your spiritual end. But listen to what he said here. Whosoever sinned has not seen him. He's letting you know that there are a people that sin it that's not in him, abiding in him. Everybody and anybody, Hebrew Israelite, Judah, Russia, China, Europe, Europeans, heathens, Gentiles, Muslims, anybody, if you ain't abiding, if you're not abiding in him, you know not him. Ooh-wee. Can one know Yah without knowing him? Can one know Yah without knowing him? Here in 1 John 3 and 6, he says, whoever sinned has not seen him. That means, Deborah, they ain't got no connection to me. They to the point they ain't even seen nothing about me or me myself. Watch this here. Neither know him. Do you know what that tells this sister here? That's taught in the wilderness. You know what it tells me? Exactly what he been telling me all the time. That gate is for show narrow. There is so many people on these platforms, pretty much 99.9. They don't know him. They haven't seen him. Neither know him. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 6. Why? Because they don't abide in him. See, people think they can tell y'all they got the Holy Spirit. They got the Ruach HaKodesh. They got the Holy Ghost. I've been saying it to y'all for the last 3 years. If you had the Holy Spirit or the Ruach HaKodesh, then therefore you abide in him. And what? And sin it not. Because he ain't looking at nothing your flesh doing regarding sin, because he got you in the spirit realm. Where are you? Where am I, Father? Y'all, where am I? Tell him where I'm at. I'm abiding in him. That's what the first verse said. Whosoever abide in him. This is the Holy Spirit. Now, this is the Holy Spirit, and this is me. You see? I'm abiding in him. I sin it not. Why? If he is in me, he is greater than he that is in the world. You see? That's why they can't beat you down with the words, with the commandments, with the law, with the names, with the dress code. You have with the Dietary law. They can't beat you. They can't, because what? He said, wait a minute, Deborah, tell them again. If I abide in him, I'm without sin in the eyes of he that created me. You see? So here it shows you whosoever that is not abiding in him, they know him not, neither have they seen him. Meaning his works. See, a lot of people don't know when it says seen Yah, they talking about his works, his power at work, his works that he keep telling you. Faith without the power is dead. That's the works. See, people thinking it's what your materialistic things, what you got, what you have, you know. Oh, this will make me close. Same way the people think on this devil platform. Oh, I got this many subscribers and likes. And when I get on here, I can get on here and talk about anything or anybody. They support me. It's gone. They gone. To the point where they think that they are the chosen child that come down here to be the shining star on y'all behalf. What makes you think he put you in the midst of the multitude then? For you to be what you said you were going to be. You see what happened to everybody else that was in that same multitude people are in right here on these devil platforms. Same multitude. They're following the multitude. And it tells you about those who follow the multitude. It tells us about it. So let's go to 1 John. We're still in 1 John. 1 John chapter 4 and verse 6. When you get to 1 John chapter 4 and verse 6, we are of Yah. He that knoweth Yah heareth us. Ooh, Father Yah, I think I really like that one. He that knoweth Yah heareth us. That's the apostles. Why? When you know Yah, you hear those that are of Yah. You get what I'm saying? Those that are what? Of Yah. Of who? Of Yah. Of Yah. So it says here in 1 John chapter 4 and verse 6, we are of Yah. He that knoweth Yah heareth us. That's what I've been saying to you all for the last probably 6 weeks. The last 6 weeks. That's why y'all be thinking this lady just off the chain. She cuckoo clocked all the way around. She cuckoo clocked upside down. She just gone. And what I'm saying, when I tell you I'm not caught up on the floor having to have every people following me or I'm going to get bent because they don't follow me. Baby, you just don't know. When you learn your purpose and you walking therein and it walking in you, let's put it like that. And that purpose is walking in you. What purpose is that? What heavens has orchestrated, ordained, and foreknew and predestined is walking in you. You ain't got time to be caught up with people going, coming to and fro, up and down, or even people who ain't even have the heart to even give any support. You see what I'm saying? Outside of constantly on here, taking up space in room, but have no works, no fruit of the spirit, nothing to identify themselves to themselves, but just, oh, I got the Holy Spirit. I got the Holy, what they call it, Holy Ghost. I got the Ruach HaKodesh. But listen to this. That's what he meant when he said faith without works. The works is not what you do or what you have. And we're going to read that. But it's what you do with the works that Yah has given you. You see? The works are spiritual, and it also flow out of the spirit into the natural realm. The fruit of the spirit are spiritual, but it also floats, the spiritual fruit floats out to the natural realm. Patience. Can the patience have its perfect place if you're not patient? If you're patient in the spirit, you got to be patient in the flesh. Yeah. See, because it spills over to your natural person. The fruits of the spirit, the works of the spirit. He didn't give them to you for you to just hold in your spirit. He gave them to you so you can learn to get that flesh under subjection and let those spiritual things in you roll over into your flesh. That's what that light is. That's how that light so shine. So man can see. It's because the light is in your spirit, but the man can see that light because it's rolling over in your flesh. So when people see you, they say, oh, and wait a minute, you got a light about yourself. I've heard it from different nationalities said that to me. But the strangest thing to me is it's almost like it's a come and go. Even though I know that he's in me and he's going to reside in me. But it's like a hit and miss or a come and go. You can go somewhere and I can go somewhere and somebody, total stranger, can walk up and say, oh, and you'll be like, why are these people looking at me? Why are they staring at me? And you're subject to get somebody to walk up and say, well, ma'am, you got a light about yourself. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I don't stop. I don't start talking. I don't do anything. When I see that done, now, let me tell you what I do. When I see it in a way where males are looking, I go right back in my car, take myself home, and I start to tune myself down to try not to be seen in no shape, form, or fashion. But when that light shines, I don't care what. It's exactly like he said. They're going to look. They're going to turn. And it's a swag. Me, I swag that thing. You see? So it is something in you where he said he abide in you and you abide in him and we become one in him. It's real. It floats over to your flesh, y'all. When what? Overflow. When it's overflowing. Okay. So in 1 John chapter 4 verse 6, we are of Yah. This is the apostle. I think that was Paul or John. And he said, he that knoweth Yah heareth us. That's why Sister Deborah ain't too up feeling like she got to have everybody like this. I can come on here and I can shut it down. I can come back. I can shut it up. I can raise it up. Just that one. Just that one. And we ain't talking about the number one. I'm talking about the one in Yah, where he called one. Okay? So in him. So here John is saying, he that is not of Yah, hear us not. See, they can't come to this page. I tell you, they'll slither in and slither out. Why? Because they are not of Yah. You cannot make people be of Yah. The topic is, can one know Yah without knowing them? That is something I'm putting on all of y'all right here. So when I'm done, you can tell me. Or we're going to come to the core of the root of it. Okay? So in 1 John chapter 4 and verse 6, it says, we are of Yah. He that knoweth Yah heareth us. And then he turned around and said, he that is not of Yah heareth us not. That's why no matter what I say, if I say it, you don't hear it, that's on you. Because I didn't say it. And guess what? When I do that, I be feeling good about who Yah is in me. Because after he done said it to me, and I done took a hold of it and said, oh, this, I like this. I learned something from this. I would never sit here and tell y'all that I know it all. I'm constantly learning from that Holy Spirit. He said he would teach you all things. He didn't say he's going to shove it all into you at one time. He's spoon feeding you. It's not meant for you to know it all. Because if that's the case, then what sense will that Ruach have if he keep coming to me telling me things? If I knew it all, or if the Ruach thought that I knew it all, well, why would he spend so many times and days and minutes and hours telling me certain things and communicating with me? Because he know I don't know it all, but I trust in he that knows it all. And here go John say, he said, he that is not of Yah heareth not us. So when y'all seeing when I'm saying going over your head, and I'm saying this because you can't hear me. You see, the certain things I can discern from this, from just right here where I'm at. If you can understand it, if you can hear it, it's a feeling I get inside. It's a feeling down in me. You see? So that's when you hear me say, oh, it's going over the heads. Now, but that one don't get it. You see? So here it says, hereby know we the spirit of truth. There you go. Told y'all. Spirit and truth. Notice this is John, 1 John. Hereby know we the spirit of truth. We are the ones that are the spirit of truth. I don't care if all these people's on this devil platform, they going left. I don't care. I don't care how many subscribers they got, likes, and how much they get supported, and how they going here and they going here. You know why? Let me tell you why. I'm speaking spirit and truth. They're not. And guess what? I know they're not. That's the thing I put on, and I know I do it too much by putting that on the Most High Yah. I keep saying, but they don't know, Father Yah. They teaching there. And he said, Deborah, what about the narrow gate I told you about? Have you ever thought about the narrow gate? But how did I break that thing down to you? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Got to keep being reminded. Why? Because I'm flesh and I'm spirit, and I'm not a dead prophetess. I'm a living one. Okay? So I'm feeling this thing that's going on in this world today. I'm down here on the earth. I'm in it. I'm not out of it. I'm in it. I'm living in it. I'm not of it, but I'm in it. Okay? So it says, hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. See, he's saying we spoke. Do y'all know that you should be able to know the spirit, those who are spirit and truth, and those who are spirit, the spirit of error? Did y'all know that? Why? Because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. He gives you that ability to know. He that is spirit of truth, or he that is the spirit of error. See, a lot of people think, and they take to all these messages and all these voices on these platforms, especially on YouTube, and anybody can say anything and everybody take to it. And they think it's all upright, it's all just. And if you really sit down and just listen to what someone is saying, if you got the right spirit of Yah in you, if you got Yah in you, you're going to know that all this is a lie, y'all. This is, they are deceiving the mass. They are deceiving the people. You would know. And this is exactly what on 1 John chapter 4 and verse 6. This is what he say. He include us, and he include we. He's talking about those who have the Ruach HaKodesh. Those that those that have the Ruach HaKodesh, I told y'all over and over, those are the ones that have spirit and truth. Okay? And the spirit of error. They should be able to know the difference of those who have the spirit of error, if they are the spirit of truth. So when you hear me saying spirit and truth, yeah, that thing is real. That's why I say they ain't teaching spirit and truth, because spirit and truth ain't teaching them. They are the spirit of error. And that's the question. Can one know Yah without knowing him? No. But you would never know it in this world today. And I'm not just talking about Babylon. I'm talking in this world today, you would never know it, because everybody, even those who don't even believe, got a different religion. They think they in there with a creator. They think they sitting right on his left side and on his right already. They so embedded in their religion and what they believe You couldn't tell them nothing. So when I get to the Gospel of John, now we into the Gospel of John. When I get to the Gospel of John, chapter 3 and verse 16, in the Gospel of John, chapter 3 and verse 16, it says, "For Yah so give and gave the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him." So according to know him, you have to what? Believe him. You have to believe. Can one know Yah without knowing him? Can one know Yah without knowing him? They seem to think so in the world today, because everybody got their own insight and their own belief, their own religion, their own interpretation, their own wisdom, their own knowledge, their own understanding, their own emotions, their own feelings. It's their own, which is who? They flesh. And you can't tell them nothing. They think they famous. They think it's better to be famous and lead the multitude on these platforms and in these churches than to really be about a for real creator. Be about the business of a real creator. And that's kind of sad. And I know kind of, that's bad. Because that's showing you I'm showing you the example that's in the word today. My question before the Father: can one know you, Yah, without knowing you? Now, why would somebody like me want to ask that? Because I'm down on the earth, y'all. I see the people portraying knowing him, but don't know him. And that's why I wanted to press forward with starting from Genesis chapter 3 all the way down. And I'm locking it all in, y'all. I'm always just moving. I'm in Job. Got all the verses together and realize you taking them a place they cannot go. That's too deep, Deborah. I had it nailed, y'all. I said, but they don't know this. He said, that's because they don't know me. You see, it's going right back to what they're saying right here. People think that they know Yah without knowing him. I explained to many of you all who have followed me in time past, they don't know his power. They don't know his right hand, his stretched out arm. All that was detached, y'all. I had it all laid out, y'all. I had it all laid out. I said, I'm gonna have to do this in 5 lessons. I said, this is deep. Why? Because I asked him the question, the Father. Can one know you without knowing you, Father? Can they? And these verses that I'm reading to you is what he brought to my spirit. And as I read them, he clammed on top. And each time he say, now what you think now? You think they can know me without knowing me? I said, okay, I get it. So when you get to the Gospel of John, chapter 3, verse 16, the Gospel of John, chapter 3, verse 16, for Yah so give and gave the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. So they're going to believe. No, they can't. They cannot know Yah without knowing him. My thing was, I wanted to take him deep. He said, you can't do that. You can't take him over there. See, over there where I'm trying to take him, the message today, I got it set up this morning. I had the keys. I had the keys in my hand. I'm ready, Father. I'm ready. I got the keys. But what door are you going to open up for him, Deborah? What door are you going to open? I said, look, but Father, I got the keys. I got the keys. Here are my scriptures. Here are my verses. He said, no, I got, and when he clammed up on them, I said, see. No. You got the keys. Don't mean they got the keys. You're taking yourself too deep. That's what he told me. You're taking yourself too deep. Because they can't even keep up with what you got set up right here. They wouldn't even be able to keep up. Because I went all the way, y'all. To the stretched out arm, to the right hand, to where, guess what I did, y'all? I pulled up with the stretched out arm and the right hand. I pulled up the right hand, the stretched out arm. Then I caught up with the hand and the right hand and the stretched out arm side by side. Woo! They was working together. I said, "Oh, I got it now." I thought I was going somewhere with it. The question is, can one know Yah without knowing him? The deepness of the message I had it planned to show you that they don't know it, and what it really would have done is show you didn't know it. Now it makes sense. Father, yeah, I get you now. I get it. Now it makes sense. Because that's the deepness of that message. I turned around and got how many times is the right hand in there? How many times is the hand of Yah in there? How many times is the stretched out arm is in there? How many times is the arm is in there? When it all said and done, you hitting 250 times. And then you also run up on the right hand and the stretched out arm working together. I said, oh my God. I didn't never think that you, yes, I did. Because it was in there a couple of times. But it's in there more than that. Where the right hand and the stretched out arm was all on the scene, making things work. That's showing you. That's something that nobody knows about, you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. People do not know about that. They have no idea of what you're talking about. Melchizedek, I think that's how I'm pronouncing it right. You got all the Hebrew Israelites. You got all the Christians, y'all. I'm going to tell you, you got the Catholic. You got all of them that'll pick up this King James Bible and not even know who is Melchizedek. I had to pull that bad boy up too. I was locking it all in because I wanted to know the question. Can one know Yah without knowing him? I said, well, here's all this. And here, when the Father was dealing with me, I said, but now see here. See, I got all this right here. Look at this. And look at, here when the right hand, your right hand was connected with your stretched out arm, Father, Yah. And you know what? I got caught up in it mentioning Melchizedek. And I'm like, wait a minute, but they don't know who that is, Father, Yah. He said, but you do. I said, well, Father, they don't know who that is, do they? No, they don't. They don't know who it is. Even to today, y'all, 2024, they still don't know who it is. And they quick to expound and cover it. These are people who cannot know Yah because they don't know him. And for so long, they've been on these platforms teaching and preaching Yah without knowing Yah himself. And the way I had it planned, y'all, I had it. And I said, I'm going to have to do this 5 lessons. The Father said, back that thing on down. Let's go another route. Can one know Yah without knowing me? That's what really, and I had to switch it all off to put it. Let me tell you what brought me to that level. I heard a couple of videos last night, and I realized that people are going after people for what they have said, what they have done, what they have prophesied about. Can we really go after other people that have prophesied an error? Can we really go after people who are teaching incorrect? This is what the Father had to teach me today. No. Because I'm like saying, they don't know you then. He said, you got that right. They don't know me, but they have caused themselves, the people didn't do it, to be so uplifted They are so boasted. They are so high-minded. They are so self-centered. They are me, we, and mine. I'm famous. I got so many subscribers. I got so many likes. When I go on live chat, everybody follow me. You know what? They don't know him. They know you. And they following you. Because the food that you're putting on their plate is chaos and darkness. It's burned. The food that you're putting on the people's plate is burnt, and guess what? They love it. They have no idea. They have no idea of Yah because they know you, and you making sure they know you. You've caused them to idol you. You caused them to worship you. You caused them to believe you. You caused them to think that you are what you are not. And because you act and conduct yourself as an idol god to the mass, to the multitude, they praise you and not the Most High Yah. So no, one cannot know Yah without knowing him. You see, it's the fame, y'all. It's the glory they get on these platforms. It's the boasting and uplifting and the pride-minded, self-centered. They like the ideal of the fame. You see, they don't care now if they don't give you nothing. They'll give you burnt stuff on a plate and they don't even care. You're going to follow them anyway. So can we actually go after another one who has failed in the prophecy in which they have spoken? No, we can't. What do it look like somebody going after somebody who don't know Yah? And when you go after them and they don't know Yah, that shows you don't know Yah. Because if you did know Yah, you wouldn't be going after them for their failed prophecy, because all you're doing is playing in the devil's den and you enjoying it. Why? Why do a person enjoy it? It's because they're on a platform where they think they're famous. They think they're high and mighty, y'all. They think they're the light. They think they're the star that the Father dropped down to the earth. Do they feed spirit and truth? No. That's my purpose of being here. That's the purpose he gave me to discern. That's the purpose he put in me himself to try the spirit by the spirit. No, they do not. So my questions went where? Can I go ask them? Can I say something to them? What? I go to the Father. Hey, man, wait a minute. Come ask me. I want to ask you a question. Can they know you without knowing you? Only one can give me the right answer. It's the Most High Yah. And him on it. Because if you're looking on these devil platform for it, you can hang it up. So when you get to the Gospel of John chapter 3 and verse 16, for Yah so given gave the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Believe in him. That's one of the brands. That's another thing they don't know nothing about. They don't know nothing about Yah. I'm going to be honest with y'all. They know nothing about Yah, but they lead in the mass. That's the question I put before the Father. Can they still be righteous in that? Even though they don't know you? You see, I'm really like, I don't know what Yah is doing down here in this end days as far as all these people in great numbers. I mean, millions and billions of people lost with the cause and without, and they just still in it for the long haul. Like they just as happy as they want to be. Okay, so when I got to the Gospel of John chapter 14 and verse 9, I got to the Gospel of John chapter 14 and verse 9, and it says, Yeshua said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet has not thou known me? Philip, known me? Philip, He that has seen me has seen the Father. And how saith thou then, show us the Father? I noticed Philip did something here. He said, show us. So I don't think it was just Philip asking the question. I think it was the mind of all of the disciples. They wanted Yeshua to show them the Father. What was wrong with that? What was so wrong with that? Now, with me, I see a lot wrong with it, baby. A lot. Why? This is going back, showing you they didn't know him, y'all. That's a prime example. You see what I'm saying? That's too heavy to even comprehend. Let's go back to the Gospel of John, verse 14 and 9. This is an example of them not knowing him. Okay? This is the example. And this is what he's saying. Yes, they can, no, they cannot know me without knowing me. That means we can say all these different names. We can dress, we can wrap our heads, we can be on the dietary diet or whatever. We can follow all the commandments. We can do the laws. We can follow the commandments. But guess what? With all that, guess what? You're still gonna have to know him. You still gonna have to know him, because that would say you came down from the kingdom, representing him as a spiritual seed, but yet there's nothing in you invest in knowing him while you're down here. So that tells you who you belong to. Can one know Yah without knowing him? No, they can't. Even though Sister Deborah, the prophet of the 2024, living a servant of the Most High, Yah, see it 24/24. And the mass of them who don't know Yah, they got the multitude following them. Now watch this. In John chapter 14 and verse 9, watch what Philip say. Watch what Yeshua say Philip said at the end. It led me to understand it wasn't just Philip feeling this way. It was the other disciples too. Listen to this. The Gospel of John chapter 14 verse 9. Yeshua said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet has thou not known me, Philip? He's asking Philip the question because Philip must have asked him something. He did, but he was speaking for all of them. Watch what he said. He that has seen me has seen the Father. And how said thou then, show us the Father? To me, that is a prime example. They didn't know who him. They didn't know him. There it is right there, y'all. They didn't know him. They didn't know him. But watch this. They were following him like they knew him. But they didn't know him. They didn't know him. And I'm speaking of the disciples. See, this is exactly what I'm saying to you all. It's only one thing to take you there. And I'm getting ready to cover it. Right here in John chapter 14 and verse 9, you hear Yeshua asking Philip, you mean you don't know me? Why are you following me then? Didn't you just see all the things I did? And you don't know me? Did you see all the things I've been teaching y'all? And you don't know me? What about all the things I've shown you? And you don't know me? What does he say? He that has seen me has seen the Father. And how said it thou then, show us the Father? You see, They didn't know. They didn't know him. They didn't know him. Nor did they know the Father. And the reason why he says here, he that has seen me has seen the Father. The word seen is really trying to get one to know the part of the Father that was with him, that can be clearly seen, was what? The power. It was the power. It was the power who Yah was, is, and still yet going to be. It was Christ. So he's asking them in verse 9, he that has seen me has seen the Father. And how said it then, show, there goes show us the Father. I showed him to you. Didn't you see his power? Cuckoo clocks? All those miracle signs and wonders? Didn't you see me heal, wake the dead? Did you see me do all these things? Wait a minute, hold up. What you mean show you? Didn't I show you the Father? Didn't I show you Christ? What are you talking about? That's who the Father is in me. I'd shown you him. Those were his works. So you seen the Father. When you looked at me, you saw me, and what I was doing, that was my Father's. That was his works. Verse 10. The Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 10. Believeth thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself. Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Every church, synagogue, temple, every religion that believes in Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, every church right here should understand this right here. But do they? No. Why? Because they don't know him. They don't know him. Even though they portray they know him. Every Christian church, every Hebrew Israelite movement, every Catholic church, you run your tail around here and talk about Jesus Christ or Yeshua HaMashiach and don't know him, come on, back that thing up and lay that thing down. Something wrong with y'all. Now listen to it in verse 10. Believeth thou not that I am in the Father? Now I'm going to show you something right there. Can you see the mystery? No, you can't see it. Shoot, over your head. You can't see the mystery, can you? No, you can't see it. It went over your head. Here in verse 10, believeth thou not that I am in the Father? You see that? He's letting them know, believeth thou not. You believe it not that I am in the Father. The Father is I am, and I am is the Father. That's the part which is Christ that came down with the Son of Man, which is Yeshua. He's sitting here letting you know the I am. Wait a minute, hold up, Deborah. What do you mean? Wait a minute, hold up. You finna lose them people, girl. You better get off. You better close this page down. You about to go into where he told you not to go into. You finna take them keys to them people. Don't take them keys to them people, Deborah. You gonna throw them off the bridge. Don't do them like that. I'm gonna take them there anyway, because I'm halfway there. Okay. The Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 10. Believeth thou not that I am? Oh my Yah. I am pulling up. I am then pulling up. I am who I say I am. I can be this. I'm up. I am. And what Yeshua is telling them, believe thou not that I am in the Father. The Father is I am, and I am is the Father. You see? Christ that came down with the Son of Man, which is the Son of Yah. Now watch this here. Notice he separated and put the word, they did this, but I'm just showing you how. The word and separate the fact that the I am in the Father. That I am is the Father and the Father is I am. Watch this here. And the Father's in me. He turned around and told you separate. He told you the I am is in the Father and the Father is in me. You see how I am stepped on the scene, representing the Father. The Father representing the I am. Then he put and the Father is in me. But he had to let you know, I am the one that can be anything. He is the I am of all things, anything. He's in the Father. And the Father is in me. He separated that bad boy. You watch what I'm saying. The words that I speak unto you, it's in verse 10. I speak not of myself. Wait a minute. Hold up. You sure you're moving too fast for him? You're going too fast now. Because I'm going to lock him down with the key. I'm going to lock him down with the key. And Yeshua say, we're still in verse 10. The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself. Wait a minute, hold up. You sure? But the word said you the Father. What are you talking about yourself? Wait a minute, hold up. Why are you separating yourself from the Father? You're separating yourself from the Father. You're telling them the words that you speak, not of yourself, as if what you opening your mouth, those are not even your words. Who words are those? You sure? But the Father. Oh, you mean there's a separate one from the Son of Man? You mean there is a Son of Yah? You mean that's which is the Father? Oh, okay. That dwelleth. Oh, there you go. Where do the Father dwell? In me. Ooh-wee. Did they believe? Can one know Yah without knowing them? There go the disciples. They have no idea of what he's talking about. Like year 2024. You don't know. Here it is. He's telling them, but the Father that dwelleth in me, doeth the works. Told you the Son of Yah came down as Christ. He does the work. And Yeshua telling them, do they get it? No, because they don't know. They don't know. Okay, verse 11. Now, right here, where I told you I am pulled up, you can also see how I am pulled up in Matthew chapter 10, verse 34 through 35. When you look at the Gospel of John chapter 14, verse 9, then you come to verse 10, and you see here where believeth thou not that I am in the Father. One would look at that and say that Yeshua said he's in the Father. He's in the Father. No, he's letting you know the I am is pulled up. Yeshua telling, wait a minute, hold up, y'all. I am. We got to tell y'all about I am. He's in the Father. The I am is in the Father. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Watch this here. See, one thing I taught about 4 years ago, and this is what I learned. Only one can pull in and pull out is the Most High Yah. Can't nothing on this earth or in the heaven can pull in and pull out like Yah do, or can. Only one I've lived in my whole living And let me tell you, I've sit and watch him pull in and pull out. And nobody never sees it. And still, even to this day, they can't see it. When you get to Matthew chapter 10, and in Matthew chapter 10, here's another way I tell you, I explain to you how the Most High can pull up and pull out. In Matthew 10 and verse 34, listen to what it says. Now, we know it's in red, so we know that Yeshua should be speaking, but he's not. It's the Son of Man, the Son of Yah in him, which is the I am. Now, watch what he says. Verse 34. Think that I am. Oh, Father, I'm going to get in trouble. Ain't I know I'm going to get in trouble. He told me don't go this route, but I'm finna move out the way, y'all. I'm going to go on. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to set peace on the earth. To send peace on the earth. Something is talking, and it says it's the sender. The Most High letting you know he on the scene. He said, think not that I am come to send. Now here you go saying you come and to sin. How could that be? How did you come and you sinned? Because I am that I am. I can do that, I'm just doing something Most High, y'all. I'm just doing something, trying to get the people to get it. This is the keys. He said, don't you turn that key, girl. And as he said, think not that I am come and peace on the earth. That's Yah. That's the I am. He telling you I am. Come, send. He came as the Son of Yah. And he sent. Don't think that he sent peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. He's sitting here telling you that's the I am. That's the Father. He turned around and said, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father. See, that ain't Yeshua. Yeshua came to be the blood sacrifice. He didn't just come, nor did he sin. He came to do the works of dying on the cross. Somebody else talking in Matthews. That's the Most High Yah. Same thing with Jacob. When Jacob was in the bed, he told his sons and them to come. They refused to come to the bedside. He was passing away. He said, come so I can tell you. All of a sudden, none of them, they didn't come. So all of a sudden, you hear in the background, somebody pulled it up. I said, wait a minute, who is that? Who is that talking? Then that father said, it's me, Deborah. You know that's me. Come, you sons of Jacob. Hear your father. The way all you have to do is read it and know. You read it, then you grip it, and you see that this is the power of Yah that stepped in. Only one can come in and go out is the Most High Yah. He can only one can do that. So as we go to verse 10, I know you probably didn't get it. We're gonna clamp it on verse 11. The Gospel of John, chapter 14 and verse 11. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me. I am is not Yeshua. I am is the Father. I am is Christ, the Son of Yah, in the Father. I am can be the Son of Yah. I am is Christ. I am who I say that I am, and not who you want to make me to be. That's who the I am is. Okay? And he says, and the Father in me. He's not saying the Son the Father is in me and I am in him. No, the I am is in the Father and the Father is in me. And then he says here, or else believe. If you want to, if you don't know nothing, I like that too. I like that, y'all, because he says he give you another choice. He said, or else believe me for the very works. Woo-wee, for the very works' sake. For the very works' sake. Who is the works? The Son of Yah, the Father. That's his power. So he been telling you, or else. What he's saying is, since y'all don't get it, just believe me for the very works then. What is he saying? The power, Christ, the Father. Believe me on that end. From what you see, the works. I told you at the beginning of the Gospel of John, chapter 14 and verse 9, it's the works that Yeshua is doing of the Father. Yeshua don't have no works, y'all. It is the works of Yah that Yeshua is performing through the Son of Yah, which is Christ. Yeshua is the Son of Man. Christ is the Son of Yah. Everybody think you kind of took them for a whammy. So when I get to Colossians chapter 1, in Colossians chapter 1 and verse 9, it reads, Colossians chapter 1, verse 9. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you, and to desire that ye might be filled with knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. Now, see, right here, it also is explaining to you that you have to know. Because what's the sense of you're going to be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding if you don't know him? See, according for you to be filled with this, you have to know him. You can't walk around here not knowing Yah and running around here talking about I got wisdom and knowledge and understanding. True and out. A lot of people got wisdom and knowledge and understanding. But that's on the spiritual, that's on the flesh. Flesh has its wisdom. Flesh has its knowledge. Flesh has its understanding. But hear what it says here. That ye might be filled with. Wait a minute, but if I already got knowledge, what am I being filled with? Spiritual knowledge of his will in wisdom. That's spiritual wisdom and spiritual understanding. These are spiritual knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Something I've been teaching also in the last 3 years. There's a wisdom and knowledge and understanding in your flesh. And there's a wisdom and knowledge and understanding in your spirit. So what he wants me to say right now is that's the one that knows him through their flesh wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's showing you exactly what I'm telling you about all these people on these platforms. I don't care what position they're in, what gift they say they have, who they say they are, and who they say they represent when it comes down to the Most High Yah. This right here is a prime example in Colossians chapter 1 and verse 9, that there is a spiritual knowledge, a spiritual wisdom, and a spiritual understanding in his will. And he said, you have to be filled with that. Because those are things that you need to know him. It's spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, and spiritual understanding. So when you see all these pastors who have had these churches, they got 5,000 members, 10, 1,000, 500, 300, 2, it don't mean nothing. Can one know Yah without knowing him? No, they can't. That's why it's so many of them out here. So many churches. I don't know if y'all know. I mean, like here where I'm at, They got like a church on, let me see. They got 2 churches on one corner. That's everywhere in this state. They got churches after churches everywhere. And just imagine, they don't know him. But yet, they hold services. They teach. They use the Bible. They minister. People have been following them for years and years and years. This is why he say, no, they can't, Deborah. They cannot know me without knowing me. And knowing me without knowing me, meaning I have to abide in them for them to know me. Okay, so in first Colossians chapter 1 and verse 9, I like that because it's breaking down to, like I try to tell you all, there's a difference in the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding in the spirit realm versus the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the flesh. That's why I tell y'all I don't stand on that side with them in the flesh. That's why Sister Deborah is able to say they're not teaching spirit and truth. Because in spirit and truth, you got the spiritual knowledge, you got the spiritual wisdom, you got the spiritual understanding. And they don't know nothing about that. They think they got wisdom and knowledge because they're reading this book. And they don't. Okay. Now, when you get to Hebrew, in Hebrew, and right there in Colossians chapter 1 and verse 9, it actually lets you know that no, they cannot know him if they don't have those things as well in the spirit realm. That's how it's important to understand, y'all. This thing is in spirit and in truth. It can't be found any and everywhere. Somebody said, Lord, Lord, or oh, they saved, they got the Holy Spirit. Y'all sent them to do this. Y'all told them this. Y'all is not telling people to do things that has nothing to do with him. You see, and what I mean is, he can't get any glory if one is telling people prophecies that already been told. You see what I'm saying? The prophecies already been told. And what a lot of you, 99.9, don't understand, they're taking things out of here and using the prophecies that's already told from this book and manifesting it before the people. How do they do it? All they do is get it out of here, bring it forth in a way today. You see? And what they do is they master it out of here, and then they bring it forth and work it out as if, oh, this is what he's going to do. But no. He came to me and told me this. No, he didn't tell you that. That's in here. That's in here. That's in here. You see? Ain't nobody told you nothing. It's already in here. When I come to y'all telling you what he said to me, it's always trying to teach you all what he said to me about him. That's just it. Strictly about him. What he gonna do as far as spiritual and truth. We already know that he's going to destroy Babylon. It's in here he's going to destroy Babylon. Okay? So how would you know where we at today, or what is actually covering that? He'll give the mystery to his prophets, and they bring out the mystery in what was already prophesied. But we cannot claim the prophecy as if we giving you a new prophecy. That's what's happening in the world today. And even people picking up the book, they using fleshly wisdom, fleshly knowledge, and fleshly understanding to teach people on this platform. And y'all said, it's all well, Deborah, all that need be. It's almost, it ain't gonna almost, it's actually saying that's the way it's been orchestrated, Deborah. You know, and that's where I think I tossed and turned with, is having to accept that. I have to accept it. If he said it, I have to believe it. Okay. So when I get to Hebrew, in Hebrew chapter 11, verse 6, it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. Now, there go faith. There go faith. Another one of the brands. We got 4 brands. We got righteous, belief, fear, and faith. Now, he's saying you can't even please him without faith. It's impossible. So, how could you know him without knowing that faith has to be wrapped all around you. You have to be branded with faith. Now watch this here. For he that cometh to Yah must believe. There go believe. We got two of them. We got two of them already down. Faith and belief. Okay? That he is. Now, so there it go. So how can one know him? You have to believe. You have to have faith. And this is where I'm grateful, y'all. This is where I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that the kingdom already had it wrote in and wrote out. That means everybody run around here talking about, I got faith. Oh, I believe. Heaven said, in what? You see? See, they don't know that the faith and belief is not something you have in your flesh. It is what is branded in your spirit. Oh, they in trouble. You see what I'm saying? So when you seeing them out here and they leading the mass, they have no idea, baby. It's not your faith. Just like they say, works without faith is dead. These see what I got, see what I'm doing, see what I got, see what I'm doing. That's the works. See how they got it messed up? They don't understand faith is the substance of things unseen yet believed. See how connected belief is to faith and faith is to belief? And they both spiritual. Why? Because they branded in the spirit of an individual, not in their flesh. So what did that say? They can't swing that bad boy any way they want. Yeah, you run out here and tell all these people you can lead a whole mass and a multitude on these devil platform, thinking you a prophet, a prophetess, a teacher, a Maureen, a watchman, a seer, a pastor. You can say what all you want. That's why y'all say I got a ram in the bush. Debbie, you hear? You see it? You see what I'm saying? I know better. So here he's telling you, it is impossible to please him without faith. For he that cometh to Yah, hey, if you're gonna come to him, you must believe. So no, it's not. It's impossible for one to know Yah without knowing him. All right, and that's what makes you know him. Is when you have faith, belief, righteous, and fear of Yah. And that's a brand that's branded in your spirit and not in your flesh. So what happens? That he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. They go seek. So yes, you have to know him. You have to know Yah according to know him. Woo-wee. So when I get to Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23 to 24, what Father is saying to you all out here is that no matter what corner you turn, what shortcut you go, how you try to get somewhere fast and do somewhere quick, when it all said and done, if you don't have what you need already, you're lost with the cause and without. Meaning, you can go the short way, you can go the quick way. You can go any way you want to. You're still going to need what he has embedded in you. So this is a reason why many people are using that they have spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Ghost. They have understanding, they have wisdom, they have knowledge, because no one understands that the tools pulled up. And when them tools pulled up, it's divided. Just like Yeshua was saying, and then the I am pulled up. I come to bring division. Hey, I divided in Genesis 3 and 15. I'm about to send him down. I'm come and sent. I come and sent. Who can come and sent at the same time? Who can come and sent at the same time? Nobody but the I am. Nobody can do that. Can come and sent? Come on now. Can't nobody do that but the I am. So here in Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 23 through 24, thou said, Yah, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. See, I told y'all, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. What wisdom is that? The wisdom of the flesh. And you know why he's saying that? He's saying because this is what they do. This is what you're talking about, Deborah. You're seeing this like this. But I want to let you know, I know about it. It's okay. It's okay. Because they think they got wisdom. They think they got knowledge. They think they got understanding. And they do. They do. They do. They got it in their flesh. But there's another one poured up. And that is he that's in the spirit. I didn't know I left that dog outside. Maybe I did, but I didn't. So who is that? So much for that. Let me get to this. So in Jeremiah here, it says in verse 9, verse 23 and 24, thus said Yah, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. I just got you saying that to y'all. There are those right here today on YouTube, because they got so many subscribers, so many likes, and people praise them in live, and they just financially support them. YouTube pay up. They just thinking they up here, baby, they too up high. Y'all cannot get the glory from their page. Or do they use his name to be a overshadow? Yes. As if they serving him. But they don't know him. Because he ain't about what they are about. But they are playing the role for all its work. But it's okay. He said, it's okay. That's their mission. That's their purpose. He said, that's why I put 2 trees down there and not 1. They too ignorant to realize that. If he didn't know what he was doing, why would he put 2 trees in the garden? He knew what he was doing from the beginning. Okay. So here he says in Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 24, 23 and 24, thus said Yah, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Everybody want to glory in what they in. I told y'all that. That's the whole YouTube, Facebook. Everybody, they want to take on this thing. And it's not just a certain a group of people, a certain nation of people. It's everybody. Everybody. And they winning. I remember Joseph, Quiet Storm. He's a little bitty kid. He said, Mama, is the devil winning? Is the devil winning? I don't think he was no more than 6 years old. He said, Mama, is the devil winning? And I look at him now and just think about when he said that. But he says here in Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 23 through 24, thus said Yah, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. I told y'all, people glory in what they have. I've been saying that, I think, in the last 2 or 3 weeks. People really take their life, they living, not their life, but they take their living, that they living in their flesh, and they glory on what they have, what they got coming, what they getting. And they really believe that they in there because of just that alone. But whenever, I'm telling you, this is exactly what's going on these platforms, on YouTube. These people who's on here call themselves speaking and talking and having the press bring judgment on somebody for error when they err in their prophecy. The only reason why they err is because they're human. They sin. They flesh got the best of them because they was using the flesh to carry their message anyway. And who got the best of them? Their own flesh. So therefore, here in Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23 and 24, he's saying that even the mighty man, he said, and the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. I told y'all that. See, a lot of times people be thinking you just be talking. But this same thing I was talking in the last 3 weeks. Because people really believe, like I said, Oh, the mighty man. He think he's strong. He mighty. I'm an alpha. I'm a this. I'm a king. I'm a ruler. He said, wait a minute. Hold up, bro. No glory in that. Don't glory because you're wise. Your wisdom, don't glory in that. Why? Because it's all flesh. Your riches is all flesh. It can't even enter into the kingdom. And it's going to send you to hell. Why? Because you're caught up from the flow of it as a idol God. And you idol it. You can't take it with you. So you got to be about the Father's business while you're here. His works. But they don't get it. And this is what he's saying. In Jeremiah 23, it says, "Thou said, Yah, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom." This one here, he think he got so much wisdom. He glory in it. "Neither let the mighty man glory in his might." Think they king, ruler, leader, and they strong, they alpha. Okay. Don't glory in it. But what he's saying is because he know that's how it goes. He knows that's how it goes. They glory in it. That's why it's saying it, because it's the fact. It's true. It's the reality. And then he said, "Let not the rich man glory in his riches." And you know what? It's not just the rich man. It's anybody. Don't glory in nothing. Never. Don't glory in it, y'all. We can't glorify him, but we glorify everything we got, all the materialistic things we have. And we think we all that and something. Don't glory in it, because guess what? It's detached to your spiritual heart. Had to tell you. It's detached to your spiritual heart. So you better watch yourself. Okay? So in verse 24, it says, "But let him that glory in this." Somebody going off right here. Listen to what he said. But let him that glory. You want to glory? You want to glory? I tell you what. You want to glory in your wisdom? You want to glory in your might? You want to glory in your riches? I tell you what. Glory in this. And verse 24. "But let him that glory in this, that he understandeth and knowledge me." Glory in that. How about that? How about that? Can you glory in understanding him and having knowledge of him? What's the topic? Can we know him without knowing? No, you can't. No, you can't. So here in verse 24, "But let him that glory in this." I like that. "That he understand and knoweth me, that I am Yah, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, said Yah." Right there is a prime example of him saying, while everybody running around here glory, and they ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna stop. I remember I never could understand why would he tell them that. Yeshua would tell the people that he healed. He said, "Now go back and say not a word. Meaning don't tell nobody." Why was he saying that? Because he was really knowing that they would. He knew they would. They go right back and tell. But I couldn't understand. But why would you tell them not to when you know they're going to? I didn't get that. I still don't get it. Okay, I still don't get it. So here, he's just letting you know, why don't you glory in this? Why don't you glory in this? That he understand in this, that he understandeth, knoweth me, that I am Yah, exercising loving kindness, judgment, righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, said Yah. Now let's go to Psalms. In Psalms, I'm almost done. In Psalms 119. In Psalms 119 and verse 105. In Psalms 119 and verse 105. Listen to what he says here. What it said. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Remember, we were talking about the other day the steps that Yah has ordered. This is what this is saying. Your word is the light that guides my feet, my steps, which is my feet, and the light unto the path. It shows me the right path to go on. Who? Your word. This book is not the word. He says here, Psalms 119, 105, thy word, not words. People don't understand. These are words. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet. That's a spirit, child. That's a spirit. Yah's spirit. He is the light, the Gospel of John, chapter 1. He is the capital light. We are the lowercase light. He is the one that has ordered our steps. And listen to what it says in Psalms 119, verse 105. Thy words is, not words, thy word is a lamp. That's Yah. Yah in the beginning is the word, and the word was Yah. The word is Yah, and he was with him in the beginning. He's the lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. That's what we were talking about yesterday, how he has ordered our steps. It deals with our feet. The steps that he has ordered in our living to come here to represent him as what? The light. The light. Okay? So to know that, you would have to know him. To know Psalms 119, verse 105, you would have to know him. To know that. To know that. Okay? Now we're going to go to the Gospel of John, chapter 17 and verse 3. The Gospel of John, chapter 17 and verse 3, and it reads, and this life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true Yah, and Yeshua HaMashiach, whom thou hast sent. Now see, there they're going. It's not a mystery. And I was trying to figure out, Father, some things is not even a mystery. It's a lot of things that is a mystery, a whole lot. But just some things seems like it's just plainly seen, but yet they don't see it. Because they don't know Yah. So they don't know. Because listen to this here. The Gospel of John, chapter 17 and verse 3. And this life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true Yah, and listen to how they separated, and Yeshua HaMashiach, whom thou hast sent. Now, somebody sent them, Yeshua HaMashiach. Who sent them? If Yeshua HaMashiach is Yah, who sent him? Yah sent the Son of Yah, which is Christ, his beloved, his only begotten. It's like you. You only have one power. It's your only. You only have one right hand. It's your only. So he's letting you know he sent his only begotten, all that he got. Woo! You see? That was here where you see it says, and Yeshua HaMashiach, whom thou sent. He sent Yeshua, the Son of Man, and he sent the Son of Yah. There it is, right there in your eyeballs. But they would get on this devil platform and flip that, throw it up, toss and turn it, bend it, take it to the left, take it to the right, and hit a home run somewhere else, and everybody go running. Okay. But that's also a part of knowing him. You don't know him. We want to say we know him, but we don't know him. And you know what? What I come to also understand, this is why people can't go out to teach and preach. This is why people can't speak and go speak to people in their community, in their families, on their workplace, amongst the senior citizens. They can't go nowhere to talk. They can't go nowhere to speak because they really don't know him. It's role playing. I know him as long as I say I know him. That's all I need. That's how everybody else is doing it. But I thank the Most High for having such an awesome plan from the kingdom, making everything from the beginning to the end and everything in between. And then he'd stand back and say, this need me, Deborah. And I'm like, this need me. And I'm like, living prophet, not a dead one. So I'm living right in it. So we got this last verse, last chapter, Philippians chapter 3, verse 9 through 10. The question was, can one know Yah without knowing him? No. You can know him, but you don't know him. Woo-wee! You know him because of what you heard, what you see and believe, and what you hear in your natural ears, but you don't know him. You don't know him from the spiritual who he is, who he was, who he's going to be. So when you get to Philippians chapter 3 and verse 9 and 10, it reads, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Christ, the righteousness which is of Yah by faith. These are also things that leads you to individual who know him. Listen to what it says. And be found in him. Ooh-wee. Sister Deborah, Yah abiding in him. And he in me. This is the Holy Spirit. That's how it routes in your spirit, y'all. Just like this. You see? And it says in Philippians chapter 3, verse 9, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness. Why can't I have my own righteousness? Because he's over me. He is all righteous. So what do I need righteous for? He got me. He's all righteous. That makes me righteous because he's all righteous. How did I get righteous then? Because he got me right here. His spirit got me. He had me from the foundation of the world, before the foundation of the world. And he got me while I'm on the earth. His Holy Spirit got me. Now watch this here. Having my own righteousness. Nope, I can't have my own righteousness. I'm under his righteousness, which is of the law. But that which is through the faith, there go faith, that's one of the brands, of the power, there go Christ, the power, of the power, the righteousness, which is of Yah by faith. See, the first righteousness is your own self-righteousness. Once that Ruach take over your spirit, you no longer have your own self-righteousness. Your righteousness now fall under the righteousness of Yah by faith. By faith. That's where your righteousness rests. By faith. Your righteousness. I told y'all the brand that Yah brand us with is those four. Righteous, belief, faith, and fear. When Abraham was in the vision, he believed. But Yah counted him for righteousness. That's the highest level. Ooh-wee. You see? So in verse 10 of Philippians chapter 3 and verse 10, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering, being made conformable unto his death, that I may know him and the power. You see? Now you see, did y'all see that? Notice it separated it. It separated. Know him. Look at and the power. So when I decided to just pull up and do this here, this one good teaching, they you had them people all over the place. Because I was about to open up that door with that key. Sure was. So I just thank the Father for what he has given me here in Philippians chapter 3 and verse 10, right here where it says that I may know him. So yes, you must know him and the power. That power, I was bringing it from Genesis and bringing it all the way down to Revelation. I was going to hang on to that power to show you how far down they missed the power, not knowing who the power was, is, and shall always be. So Sister Deborah, I hope that each and every last one of you all got something out of it. So the question was, can one know Yah without knowing him? No, they can't. So what are they doing? Clowning. As Sister Deborah say, clowning. They don't know him. This is why they can get on these platforms and lead 2,000 and 3,000 people a day without no spirit and truth, without no light, without no food for the spirit, without, they make sure one thing I noticed they all do, they all have in common. Nobody get the glory but them. And I just got you telling y'all, that's the part of the glory he was talking about in the flesh. Glorifying themselves. That's where YouTube and Facebook and all these places that they go and they be talking and they getting the glory because y'all don't get nothing out of it. At least I believe that when I'm saying something and that one that gets it, and when I say that one, that's the one in Yah. It can be many, but it's just considered we are one in this. Whoever gets it, I tell you what, they got something. And it's not something to glorify Sister Deborah with. Exalt Sister Deborah, but exalt the Most High Yah, to glorify him, to keep looking to the hills, to magnify him, to edify him, because that's the only one should be getting the glory. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when I joined here on YouTube, that's all I saw. I'm telling y'all, it was so many things I saw. I kept getting off. I said, no, it ain't gonna get no better. It ain't gonna get no better. Never did. It's even worse. People can sit on here and put out 5 videos in one day, and now no food for the spirit, no light, no spirit and truth, no glorifying Yah, no nothing. But they go coming out straight out of the Bible in the words. But that's about right, because you got to keep in mind, people have words. They have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in their flesh. And that's what they're doing on these platforms. They teaching them from that level. So they are entitled. Let me explain that to y'all. They are 100% entitled to be glorified, edified, magnified, liked, subscribed, financial taken care of. Also, YouTube paying him. My son put me on there for what was that, y'all? A while back. I think it's like 5 months, maybe 6. I don't know. Back. What was that? YouTube where they pay you for your commercials or whatever. Did you know they was asking me for all my taxes and y'all should see. They run around here and they got to talk about churches that's on a 401k and one a 50k or what's that 401k and all this. They talk about how these churches is under that government 401k. Shut your ugly mouth. You own it too. Because I didn't give them nothing. They kept the check. You keep the check. And let the check shine where there's no sun. They think And you know what? I took them off everything, made sure. And I did that myself. I was surprised I could do it. I wiped their tails off of everything on my page. My is restriction here, or do we need to check? No, no. I wipe you off all of it. If I'm gonna get on here and say what I got to say, y'all get your tail somewhere and sit down. Leave me alone. All that old stupid mess. And I said, you should see how you got to sell yourself out. If you can't sell yourself out, they ain't gonna do you right. So let me tell you something. Y'all don't even know these people have been sold out to the devil. And y'all running around here praising them and striving and liking and being there every time but that's okay. That's okay. I understand. The serpent, hang with the serpent. So I, Sister Deborah, hope each and every last one of you got something out of it. And I say I will be back. But the question again, can one know Yah without knowing him? No, they can't. So I say unto you, shalom and shalom.